And, oh, it is shaking. Hold on. Let's do this again. Ooh. Hold up. Okay, so we are on day 24. Only 4 more days. I don't know what's going to happen after that. Of Meditations for Mortals with Oliver Burkeman. And this chapter is called Scruffy Hospitality. This terminology comes from a sermon from a human being named Jack King, an Anglican priest from Tennessee, who defines it as, quote, "Scruffy hospitality means you're not waiting for everything in your house to be in order before you host and serve friends in your home. Scruffy hospitality means you hunger more for good conversation and serving a simple meal of what you have, not what you don't have. Scruffy hospitality means you're more interested in quality conversation than in the impression your home or lawn makes." End quote. And honestly, I love this chapter, and it just made me think so much. I get so upset when my friends don't let me over because they're like, oh, like, my house is so messy. Or every time I do come over, they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, there's clothes on the ground, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, do you think I live out of a book bag? I have 2 pairs of underwear. That's an exaggeration. But, like, you think I care? I'm just like, wow, look, you have a floor to put clothes on. You have a floor to put dirty clothes on. You have a home to be messy. That's wild. And also, I would feel weird. Like, I don't understand. Like, why would you I feel like when people clean their home for me, it's giving, are we friends? Because I'm your friend, so why would you do that? Why would you do that? When people get their rooms and their homes tidy for me, it's giving, I guess we're not friends. I guess we're not friends because you think I'm gonna judge you. What? Me? 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 And I think part of the reason that is because, I don't know, for better or for worse, I don't be cleaning up for people. Like, you gonna get what you gonna get. Okay, yes, if there's like a stain on the counter and I spilled something, like, I will do basic, like, I will give the scruffy of the scruffest hospitality. Like, I'm gonna make sure that there's toilet paper. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, you know what I mean? A little, because, okay, let me not go too far, because I've definitely been to, none of my friends have done this to me, but I guess, like, a person that I meet for the first time, particularly a person who has an X and a Y chromosome, a male-bodied hetero cis man, and, like, when you know what I'm saying, like, the bathroom is giving no toilet paper, it's giving stains, not just inside the toilet, but, like, on the toilet seat, like, that's when that feels a bit disrespectful. So, like, again, balance for everything. I'm not doing that. You will have a clean toilet seat to sit on, a clean toilet. You will have toilet paper. There will not be just things, because I gotta chill, because there have been moments where, like, I have walked into an individual's home that they have invited me in, and then I'm like, oh, I'm not even judging you, like, I'm concerned because this is not good. Like, you have been living like this. It's fine. We got stuff on the ground. It's messy. But there's, like, a type of, like, health concern. Like, and I'm not even talking about, like, mental health. Like, I'm just talking about, like, literal, like, if the Department of Health came in, like, this might be a breeding ground for infection and viruses. All right, y'all. I was not supposed to go on this much of a tangent. Like, all I'm trying to say is, I think y'all get what I'm saying. I just wanted to make sure that I did give a limit. Like, I'm not saying don't do anything and, like, throw tomato sauce on the ground and be like, look, my house is messy, that means we're friends. No. There are boundaries, there are limits, there's a balance to all of this. And also, yeah, what this chapter is talking about is oftentimes we can spend more time caring about making a presentation so beautiful that we don't actually even do the thing because it's so overwhelming. I thought there was a really good example of, I don't know if it was somebody they were talking about, or the author and his wife themselves. But basically this idea of this couple would always have a checklist when friends or people would come over there and host people. And it was like a checklist of like 15 different things of like, scrub the floors, make sure the crumbs are off the toasters, make sure. And every time they would host people, they would have to do that thing and basically do like a deep clean of their entire house. And I think they might have had kids as well, so like, you know how that'd be hard. And so what ended up happening was they wanted to host less and less and less and less and less because it was just so burdensome. They had to do that every time. So then they realized, like, wait, if the point is connecting with people, let's take away these burdens and be like, let's just do like a basic clean, but like the state of our house is the state of our house. What we have in our kitchen cupboard is what we have in our kitchen cupboard. We're not gonna like have to go out and buy truffle mushrooms and filet mignon if all we have is some pasta and meatballs and spaghetti sauce. That's what we're gonna have. And if we have some leftover bread, sorry about that, pop it in the oven, try to make it fancy with a little garlic powder on it if we got a little butter, and make it garlic bread. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little Olive Garden. And that's what they started to do, and it started to be less stressful. They had more connections with people, and the people who came over never once complained or said like, oh my gosh, like I'm just noticing. If anything, it was more like, wow, like I'm actually noticing that your house seems more human. Because before I was wondering like, were you actually human? Because it was always pristine, like not a speck of dust ever. And that's just making me wonder if I'm doing life wrong, you know? And so that just made me end with thinking, that's what I want this channel to be. I want this channel to be, not me about to call this channel Scruffy Hospitality, but I mean, I was even laughing at myself at the beginning of this episode because like, I had like one, like this was like wrinkled or off my shoulder. This was this. I was hitting the table. I accidentally hit the table, and I was like, I kept trying to start over the episode, and I'm going to keep all of those edits in there so you can see it. But I was like, I'm trying to present myself like somewhat together, but the reality is y'all know that's the scam. I don't have it all together. I'm literally double fisting a smoothie that I made that is super chunky that I am struggling to drink. And then I tried to make this coffee. I'm not gonna tell you where I got this coffee from because I'm not trying to come for anybody, but like it is disgusting. It is disgusting. But the cup is cute, you know, but like who am I fooling? I don't have it all together. You've seen my episodes, you've seen this channel. Actually, you haven't, because I have 0 actual subscribers. You know, I have 4 subscribers right now. One of them, I don't know who you are. I think it's some friend of mine that doesn't have their page that I can see. One of them is me, another account. And when I was hanging out with my homies, they each have a YouTube account, and I went on their Roku, and I subscribed them to my channel. Thank you, Dan and Flo. So I don't even have anybody to impress. It's me, myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I. And so, yeah, there's nobody. I'm not fooling anybody. And so I just want this chapter to be a reminder that as I show up to these YouTubes, may I always show up with this concept of scruffy hospitality, because I can see myself getting caught up in the like, oh my God, like I gotta look so cute. Like, y'all remember when I was showing up with my bonnet? I'm only like this because I paid a lot of money for this to be done, and I'm trying to see how long it can last. Wait, you just wait until the bonnet episodes come back, because I'm just here as I am. I'm coming as I am to show up in my fullest humanity, okay? And you know, again, I'm not gonna do like too much. I'm not gonna be out here with the poop stains on the toilet. See? I'm not gonna show up like that. Like, I'm gonna show up, right, like a little bit above that, maybe a lot above that, but like I'm not, if I ain't got the time to do fancy transitions, and maybe one day I'll get there, but like only because like I have time and it gives joy to me, or when this becomes big, I'll have enough money to bring in an editor and they can make my stuff cooler. But I think part of my vibe that makes this channel cool for all 0 of you who are watching, you know what, let me speak faith over myself. All of you are watching, because there's going to be hundreds of thousands of you who watch this. Maybe not today on July 30th, 2025. in a time that is coming, in the perfect divine timing, there will be hundreds of thousands of you watching this. And y'all gonna be like, you know what? I like that girl, Nia. You know why? Because she's got scruffy hospitality. She's got a scruffy personality. She's got scruffy hair. She's got a scruffy life. And you know what? Life is scruffy. You know what? Hair is scruffy. You know? And that's why I'm watching her. And that's why I'm liking and subscribing. And that's why I'm sharing her. And that's why she's viral. Okay? Okay? So that's on that. I'm going to end there because I'm feeling good. Let's go take a little sippy sip. And you know what? I can throw this away. Let me not throw it on the trees because that might not be good. But, thank you for joining me. Thank you for meandering with me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling Gucci. I'm about to salsa dance on a rooftop tonight. And yeah. What are you up to today? Go ahead and write down in the comments what you're getting up to today, y'all. Dan and Flo, please. Okay, love you. Bye.